today, February 12th, 2026. This is TTB After Dark, episode 16. Got a number of things to talk about. There was a volcano eruption in the Philippines. I'm monitoring right now. Just saw that hit the feed. Just blew out. So we got a little bit of that. Um, more Epstein stuff and some news out of Arizona about Samantha Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie. What's going on there? The controversy there, and that's about it. Before I get started, like, share, subscribe, man. Cash Shop is on the ticker. I have stream y'all ain't stream apps ain't popping up. So that cash, um, hit me up on X. Y'all got anything y'all want me to share or whatever? Um, just show your boy some love. Like, share, subscribe. So this, believe this, this dude named Avery something. He was commenting about the Epstein, what was going on with the Epstein thing. This is his point of view. Just gonna run by this real quick.
Cast a spell on the world.
Hold up, real quick. Hold up. This is Rogan. I'm not trying to get flagged. Shout out to Joe Rogan.
And,
for real?
Oh, absolutely. It's just like how vampires can't go into a house unless they're invited. They tell you, what's going on ahead of time. It's predictive programming. And once you say it out loud and you put it out there and make fun of it and do a little skit like Stephen Colbert did a little skit on his show where, oh, here's a baby. I'm going to take this baby and I'm going to give it to Moloch. And he goes into like a cloudy red, tell you ahead of time.
Hold on, we're going to have to see this. Oh, let me give it. This is creepy here.
His show where, oh, here's a baby. I'm going to take this baby and I'm going to give it to Moloch. And he goes into like a cloudy red, furnace and hands the baby over. And he's, oh, the baby's going to be fine. And they make a joke about it and the audience laughs. Okay, we're all now conditioned to it. We've all seen it. And by laughing at it, we were complicit.
Yeah, that was creepy.
You think that's on purpose, that this is like some sort of a grand design to get us to be desensitized to the idea of demons eating babies?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
For sure. And by the way, nobody's doing anything about it. We know what's happening.
But that has to take, there has to be a person or some group of people.
Yeah, like about 8,500 people. Yeah.
That are manipulating the Colbert Show?
That are manipulating everything. It's all an illusion. Like, reality as we know it is fake.
I don't know if it's 100% of all reality is fake. I think it's that dude named James Avery. Let me look at Avery something. He just did the episode with Rogan this morning. Yesterday actually. To say that everything is fake. There you go. Roger Avery. This is Roger Avery talking here. And it's a large percentage of things that's going on might be fake and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but thinking everything is fake. I do subscribe to the dead internet theory because just think about how much either the internet is so huge where there's barely any unifying forces left. As in, things that interlock with each other, like with genre or culture or whatever in there, because it's so vast. Or a lot of people are disengaged with the internet all itself, and the people that's super engaged is the loudest. You know what I mean? So I mean that's something to. I'm agreeing with some parts of his theory about everything's fake, but not all. I don't believe everything is fake. If that makes sense.
That's the revelation that guy is having. And he's looking around and he's like, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Well, see, the thing about the emails is one of the things is it's just stuff written down. And so that's sort of hard to digest. Like, what is this? Like, what are they saying? Like, some of it is in code, like walking over beef jerky, like talking about jerky. Could you walk beef jerky over to this person? Like, what does that mean?
For all this pizza.
So here's the crazy thing about the emails too. There's a lot of lingo that only person to know will be able to understand what's actually going on there. And that's smart on that part. I mean, give credit where credit due. They evil as hell, but that's smart. Like, you don't want to talk in plain English in the email. So that tells me right there that's something nefarious going on. Because usually, if there's nothing nefarious, you'll just talk regular, say, hey, we haven't done it over here, or whatever. They're trying to make it seem confusing enough, but innocent enough that people won't think nothing of it. So that within itself, that seems something's going on there.
They're talking about you never see any pizza,
right? Yeah. They're ordering
I'm gonna get some grape soda. It's like with my cheese pizza.
Yeah.
And like there's all this coded language, and everyone's like, oh, that's you just have pareola. You're just seeing things where you want to see them.
No, there's clearly a code. Well, that was the thing about Pizzagate.
It's absolutely a code. And in fact, mundus vult decipi, ergo decipiatur. It's a long known concept. And so in Latin, mundus vult decipi means the world wants to be deceived. Ergo decipiatur. Therefore, it is.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's some truth to that too, because there's a lot of people, if you even just go and tell them straight up what's going on, they'll reject it just from the simple fact that it's uncomfortable. You can sit up here and be like, some things are not going to be accepted in a way. Like if you go tell a regular Joe that we didn't land on the moon, or the world is flat or something like that, they gonna look at you crazy because, like, number one, the world flat, like there's so much science that goes against that notion, even though a lot of people believe it. To even make sense. So a lot of people just gonna discount that. But then like the moon landing, nobody really knows if like Buzz Armstrong and Buzz Armstrong. Oh man, I'm tripping. Hold up. Come on. Neil Armstrong. I don't know why I said it's Buzz Aldrin. But yeah, Neil Armstrong. I don't know why I said Buzz Armstrong. I mixed the two men name up. Yeah, that's crazy. Long day, y'all.
We want to be deceived. We don't want to believe the horrors that are actually behind the veil.
Well, I think with the Epstein files, people are, because of these emails that have been released, people are just now starting to be aware of the bizarreness of the code and some of the things, like the facts. Like, let's just talk about the sulfuric acid. So this was like right after he was indicted in 2000.
Yeah, I got to get rid of some bodies.
Yeah,
I got
how much did
dissolve up some bodies?
What did it say he ordered? Like, let's
like 8,000 gallons, or
maybe we can get our sponsor Perplexity to process this and give us a synopsis of what exactly happened, some sort of a breakdown. Because one of the things they're saying is like he was indicted, and then right after he's indicted, he orders how many gallons?
6 55-gallon containers full of sulfuric acid.
6 55 gallons.
Jesus Christ.
So to put things in perspective, 55 gallons, just 55. That's a lot. That's like a dumpster. That's down there a dumpster size of like a barrel or whatever. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a big enough room. So not to be the devil's advocate, he might was trying to get rid of. He might order that to get rid of other type of evidence other than because like if you had that type of asset, you can melt down, which that wouldn't make sense anyway because you want the last leverage. But I'm just saying this out of an argument for argument's sake. You might want to get rid of like hard drives and stuff like that. So for asset do that, like it'll melt it down. That substance will melt down pretty much anything. But then, like if you do have bodies buried somewhere, that's the easy way to dispose of like the bones or whatever you want to do, which is sick even thinking about it. So yeah, there's something to that. Something up with that.
What?
They're eating babies, man. Like that's
Do you think so that you think is real? So
well, yeah. Not only that, I think that there's sacrifices going on every day in Los Angeles. I mean, allegedly, like high level musicians, let's say, high level female musician is like killing chickens every day, doing sacrifices.
That's crazy.
Like
high level.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say names because I don't want to get sued, and I don't want to be dead either.
What does it rhyme?
Yeah, that I couldn't show this, man, because like it gets deep. So TikTok is on the case, and you give a lot of people like some motion to go and research something. This is it can get wild here. You should go.
Here are some brands.
By the way, I don't have nothing against the nose piercings as much as other people. Yeah, the first thing I want to hear is how people talking. You know what I mean? They talking crazy with the nerd. I'm like, okay, that's an enhancement. But let's hear what you talking about.
That were found in the Epstein files. LifeTouch, the brand that takes 90% of our school pictures and also facilitates JCPenney photos. Yeah, they basically been giving our pictures up so it could be a catalog for these predators to look through so they could see what kids they want. 2, Chuck E. Cheese, the CEO, and now they're gonna have.
So let's touch on that. You said LifeTouch. LifeTouch does all the school pictures, damn near. I don't know anybody else that does school pictures other than LifeTouch, to be honest. So if they had somebody strategically placed there, that's part of the way they get information. They go vet it. They go follow parents around and try to see what were are they corruptible. So yeah,
have to have a new one starting on February 13th because he decided to step down after getting caught. Wayfair was mentioned just short of 400 times in the files. So yes, y'all were completely right, and it was not a conspiracy theory when everyone was saying that Walmart and Wayfair are listing shoes and furniture at $100,000 price tags with the names of real children that were missing.
That's correct.
It was not a conspiracy. They were really doing that. Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, White Barn, and Pink. They're all owned by Les Wexner, and he is in the Epstein files. It's everyone.
So Gen Z is on case, and might be damn Gen Alpha. Oh, shit, something going on. So let's have that volcano. It looks like it just erupted. That's volcanic ash. Oh shit! Got lightning. Yeah, that. So pause on that. Yeah, that volcano, that's about to blow. But we had Pam Bundy showed up to the house, talk about the how they handled Epstein, and like it was a lot of stuff going on. I played some of it, but not all of it, you know.
And you redacted the lawyer's name, but you left the survivor's name there. The next document I want to show you, that was in the title, the victims' survivors' names, all right? The title of this one is Child Sex Trafficking. Co-conspirators, fully redacted. And by the way, I'm going to unredact them here. Les Wexner is in this. Now, your your deputy attorney general said, oh, well, he appears hundreds of times in the files, but he doesn't appear in this file until I forced you to release it, where he's listed as a co-conspirator, not to tax evasion, but to child sex trafficking, not to prostitution, not to money laundering, child sex trafficking. And then finally, what we have here is the third exhibit that I have is emblematic of the FD 302 release. These are the documents that we need that you're holding on to and over redacting because they have the names of the men who are implicated. How do we know? Because the survivors gave testimony to the FBI, and it's in there. And what happens when you go to the portal at the DOJ to look at what's behind this redaction? Another redaction. So we can't even see them. And then there's some of these files you've pulled down from the website that we will never see because we can't search the redactions. So I have several questions for you. Who's responsible? Are you able to track who in your organization made this massive failure and released the victims' names? Are you able to track who it was that obscured Les Wexner's name as a co-conspirator in an FBI document? Do you have that kind of accountability?
I believe Wexner's name was listed more than 4,000 times.
Yeah, I already told you that. This is where he's listed as a co-conspirator.
Finish my answer. Come on, let me finish my answer. We corrected that within 40 minutes. He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
Reclaiming my time.
I'm going to answer this question.
Reclaiming my time. Mr. Chairman.
This is how this works.
Can I have my time back? Mr. Chairman.
The gentlelady can give her answer. The time belongs to the gentleman from.
All right, I'm reclaiming my time.
Can I give my answer?
So I'm going to put the language of the bill up on the screen.
Yeah, they're picking that up.
Chairman, may I give my answer
question.
on that?
Here's
a political
the question.
joke, and I need to give my answer on that.
We'll let the Attorney General respond, and then the gentleman can move to
Chairman,
the next question.
it's my time.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question. Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
There was one redaction out
Where
of
he's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
4,700, and we invited you in. This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get. You're a failed politician.
Gentlemen,
You need to
I
get
want
on
you to watch
this
the
matter.
video.
Mr. Chairman, please restore his time and remind the witness of the rules
There
here.
is no credible information.
Man.
None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals.
Is that your position as well?
All right, here's the thing, man. This the part nobody's talking about. This is my theory. It's not don't everybody don't take this as fact or whatever. This is a theory. I don't think anything is going to necessarily happen to anybody that's in these files and stuff because of one major component that everybody forget to talk about. Biden pardoned over 4,500 people. And do y'all want to make the argument that, that has nothing to do with this? Because think about it, they had the files. They had all this, what Bundy them been going after and everything. They had all this. Why? And Biden barely knew where he was at in a lot of times, where he presumed to look like. I don't know where he's at. So you mean to tell me y'all think none of those people that's on the list, including Wesley, that got a part of it even before doing a crime? Because I last time I checked, that the president can even do that. So yeah, it's tricky, man, and we gotta be real careful. I'm talking about people center right, people that want to get this country back on the right foot. At least we could like talk. I mean, the difference between the parties be like taxes and how to spend it, how to that type of stuff. Not like was a woman type talking points or whatever, or all the gender stuff, and we gotta get past all that. And I feel like this whole Epstein thing, till they do something with those 4,500 partners that we don't have it fully reviewed. Because I'm in the mind right now with the Epstein stuff, some of the redactions is a couple of people that's already been pardoned for this. And there's a couple of victims that turn assets for the government that's in that party in that came from that little situation. Is it that? But it that's in other corporate settings or whatever, influencing them or sharing information to the government, everything like that. I believe there is I don't know what the percentage of the people that was victims that probably been corrupted by that whole system. Because you gotta understand, like, think about it, and let's take the money out of it, let's take the political party stuff out of it and everything. Let's just talk about if they in like a pimping situation, it's gonna be one that's gonna carry on the tradition of what that pimp was doing, I should say. Let's read.
My position is any victim who comes forward, of course, we would love to hear from them. 1-800-CALL-FBI. Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years? Did you talk about Epstein?
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm glad you're asking about Merrick Garland.
You don't get to reclaim
because
time
this
when
is
you don't
bigger than Watergate.
When I don't answer a question the way
This
you
goes
want.
over 4 administrations. You don't have to go back to Biden. Let's go back to Obama. Let's go back to George Bush. This cover-up spans decades, and you are responsible for this portion of it.
And that's
now,
where the
I want to know at
transparent-
what point did the FBI and the DOJ decide that Lex Wessner was not a co-conspirator? Because our Epstein files transparency.
Here's the problem I have with his argument, right? He's not. You see how he went past Biden? That's what tells me this to play. You went exactly past Biden, and so it was like, let's go back to the other one. They all been covering up, and you just play as part of it. Okay, then why weren't you this animated with Biden? Come on, man. You playing with us.
The Act requires you, please put it back on the screen, please, to release the internal decision about whether to prosecute him or not, and it's not in the files, and it's not in the files for any of these other men.
Time of the gentleman has expired.
May she answer?
And he's a hypocrite because he voted against the ban that we were talking about on deep fake AI porn. Only 2 people voted against it, and you were one of them, hypocrite.
Oh.
The gentleman's time has expired.
That was out.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, could she answer the question?
Chairman, I was wondering.
The gentlelady's allowed, the Attorney General is allowed to respond the way she wants to respond to any member's questions, Republican, Democrat.
All right, I have unanimous consent request.
Gentleman's recognized for a UC.
All right, this is an example. I'm submitting these 302 forms that are entirely redacted, even when you go to look at them.
Without objection.
I'm submitting a witness statement that implicates Les Wexner.
Without objection.
I'm submitting an article from the New York Times. The DOJ released nude photos and identifiable pictures of the victims. I'm submitting a letter from A.G. Bondi to Kash Patel, imploring him to quit keeping the files when you found out that they were keeping files from you, because they're still redacting files that you.
Chairman, are we going to recess for votes?
Yes, we are.
I'm submitting for unanimous consent a document of 17 individuals who've resigned because of the Epstein files.
Without objection.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys,
Just want to check in on how much time we have left in votes. But one thing I've learned here of late that they'll wait on us. How much time do we have? Oh, they just called. Okay. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Maryland.
And thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to start by saying I appreciate what you said, Attorney General Bondi, and you said it to me personally, that you take the personal security of every member of Congress seriously and that people can contact you about that. And in these times, that's a very serious matter. So I thank you for that. Article 2, Section 1, Clause 7 of the Constitution is the Domestic Emoluments Clause. And it says that the president is limited to his salary in office and cannot receive any other money from the federal government while he's in office. It cannot be increased by $1. This president is the first president in U.S. history who has repeatedly sued the federal government for $230 million for the judicial search warrant at Mar-a-Lago, which was perfectly lawful and was never struck down. But now he's suing the IRS for $10 billion. He's suing the IRS for $10 billion, which I think is around 80% of its annual budget, because his tax returns were leaked.
Yeah.
And they were.
Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. This is what it is. Right now, this is election season BS right now, because like that grandstand of what old dude did with about Wexler. Like Wexler's been. I talked about Wexler's part in the foul. I want to say 2 days ago. But yeah, that's everybody know he was Wexler and Kyle was real close. That's been it, man. That's been in the social zeitgeist since what? Since Social Network. Like they talked about how Wexler created Victoria's Secret because he wanted to see hot chicks in underwear and shit. So I mean, he's been having that jacket for a long time. So right now, like they talking about Trump suing the federal government for leaking the taxes and the raid of Mar-a-Lagos and the whole nine. It's all politics, man. I don't even want to go through this because I want to talk. It's more stuff. It's like a 51-minute video, and if y'all want to watch it, it's on live now from Fox. Oh. Trump is pardoned former NFL players Joe Keiko, Nate Newton. Oh, Nate Newton been out, but from the Jamal Lewis, Travis Henry, and the late Billy Cannon. That just dropped. What's going on with this stuff? So speaking of California, speaking about politics, this was going on right now in California. And I salute to her for she dressed up for the occasion.
If you're a California resident, please don't scroll because I'm shook. I'm shooker than the shooketh. Okay. I woke up this morning in a good mood. I said, okay, let me go get myself something to eat. Feeling something like some bagels. So I go to this place. I forget what it's called. I'll put it in the caption. I go to this place and I get I get 2 bagels. This is literally just egg, cheese, bacon. And I added avocado for $2 each. Okay? You do the math. This is how big it is. And I got a coffee, right? So all we have is 2 of these bad boys and a coffee, right? The coffee is good. This, not so much. Why did I pay $32? 32, guys, for 2 bagels and a drink. A regular drink and 2. California residents, let me know if your prices are matching, because like I said, I'm shooker than the shooketh. This is ridiculous. Baby, this should be like $15. $32 for 2 bagels and a coffee.
2 bagels and coffee.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to Yogi's. It's over there by TCU. 2 bagels, a bagel. Let's see, a bagel sandwich. Y'all can see that being what, $4 to $5 a pop, maybe no more, depending on like what they putting on it. No more than $8, because like some cases they have, some of the bagel shops they'll have wagyu beef, make like a whole like different type of sandwich with it or whatever. So that's a different level there. But like in most cases, you probably have like bacon, sausage, or something like that, eggs, egg whites, or something like that. You know, if you're doing cream cheese or spreaded cheese or something like that. And a lot, since I'm in Texas, we got like we do like the habanero honey in a lot of cases. So yeah, that might be that could be like the top end $8 or $9, because it depends on what bagel you went to, like a specialty bagel spot. But you going to your running meal bagel spot, yeah, that's just one that should be $5 to $7 easily. So 2 bagels and a coffee. And coffee, it looked like she just had a regular iced coffee. Like that should be, with that size, that should be no more than $6. So yeah, it should be, depending on what you're getting, it should be like I could see high end $21, low end $15, $16. You know, so yeah, that's crazy. What to say? Too big.
If you're a California,
That's crazy. So enough of that. There's some. It's so here's an update on the There's an update on the Nancy Guthrie situation.
It's a different glove. This is a glove that was actually inside the house of Nancy Guthrie. We don't know who the glove belonged to. We don't know if it was a random glove, but there was a glove inside the house that is now being analyzed at a private firm in Florida, and the FBI wanted that glove to be analyzed at Quantico in Virginia. So DNA inside the house and a glove unknown who it belongs to or what the context is on the glove, but a glove that was also inside the house, Jesse.
All right, Trace, thank you. Stuart Cap.
Oh, shit, I didn't do that.
It's a different glove.
Man, this story just weird, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. This story weird. I don't know what to believe. I heard they got the white tent out there. White tent is not good. That means remains. It's some remains being seen or whatever. But hey, I don't know if that's true or not. I saw that report. I didn't get to see it. I was trying to get other things together. But hey, the sheriff blocking the FBI from key evidence is crazy. Like, what's happening? What's going on right now? So yeah, I hope they resolve this soon, man. You know, it'd be nice if the mom is still alive, but you know, with her age and how long this has been going on, I mean, it's looking slim to none, unfortunately. So pray for that family. I mean, I understand like Samantha Guthrie doesn't really care for Megan. I mean, Trump is you know, Trump and his his fan base or whatever, his voting block. But hey, we could be better than that. Like losing, I won't wish anybody losing their mom. So I hope everything's well. But I'm a realist too. So I don't do two quick hits. I'm about to go ahead and lay it down. And by the way, I've been watching a show on Netflix. It's a German spy show called Unrecognized. Hold on. That face don't have me lying. I was just watching an episode for this too. While I was doing something. Oh. Yeah, Unfamiliar. So yeah, if y'all need a new good show other than House of Dragon, I highly suggest it. It's on some what you call it, some spy novel shit. So quick hit on this. Apparently, this from Milo crazy ass. Apparently, Elijah. I've been talking about the Elijah Shaver situation, him having a divorce from his wife and everything, the whole nine. So apparently, Elijah Shaver has spent the past 48 hours threatening his wife's family, telling various relatives their time is up and to be afraid, and God will make them pay. While claiming he is no threat, Schaefer heavily implies that he is planning for some form of public revenge. Man, I wish like he went color purple on their ass. I won't call him. Watch your back. Be afraid. You need God. Repent. You're a bad person. God will make you pay for your sins. I wash my hands of you, sinner. I am no threat to you. I would never harm you, but lots of people in the press all ask about you, about me and you. You're not clean. You have a nasty past, gross. I love you. I hope you recover. Be careful in your response. The dude, like, you cheat on your wife and abuse her. What does this have to do with me? So this is crazy. My thing is like, I don't even want to touch that. I want to touch that. That's it. Your blackmail doesn't work when your threats don't work. You have no power here. You tread in illegal activity. Or okay. Yeah, so this dude, it's got better get what it was people that was claiming. I was watching a video. There's people claiming claiming that he was like the right wing P Diddy. It's crazy. That's a crazy way of looking things. So I'll keep y'all updated on that part. What's going on with Elijah? And I'm gonna leave off with this. This is just a little fun thing I found. This is crazy. And this is pretty much how our media is today.
I'm in the Aston doing donuts. I will kill the game.
Oh my God, my boy say he's in the Aston doing donuts.
In retrospect, my respect was a Power Ranger high note, tumbling backwards into a karate kicking high note. My innocence will eventually.
This nigga doing the most.
I'm in the Aston doing donuts.
See what I'm saying? Like you could go and do a good rhyme. I mean, a lot of these content creators can't be objective, can't look at the merits of things. Like, yeah, you probably have a good line with the Ashley Martin doing donuts. It's cool now, but to hate on K Dot, man, like K Dot that's a lyricist, man. It's crazy to me. But yeah, this is pretty much the odd media in a microcosm. But hey, y'all have a nice night. I'm about to go and lay it down. I just wanted to share a couple things I found. And please like, share, and subscribe. Even have your notifications on. You know, what else? Oh yeah, leave a comment, man. I would really appreciate everybody leaving a comment. The algorithm like that, the likes and comments, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for y'all time. I'm about to lay it down. Y'all take care. Peace.